Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I'm Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, this is my review recap. Tyler Perry's The Oval, okay? Go on in a second. Season 5, Episode 6. Child, we basically got Hunter. He's up, he's alert, he's awake. He want to get up and walk around, but apparently our kidneys is all jacked up. So we can't. We still weak, we still man down, and we still got to have Eli in charge. He don't know what's going on every minute. He's sounding like Little John. What? Okay, what is really going on here? What's happening? Of course we had Kyle and Donald trying to hurry up and rush in there because they thinking Victoria done took his daggone behind out. We got Bobby and Max trying to figure out where this first lady is. We know she's in this White House. The only other place she could be is in the bunker. We trying to figure out how the heck we gonna get down there, okay? We still got Richard mad at Nancy, and Nancy don't know what the hell is going on. She is clueless as clueless can damn be, all right? She want to get in there and start making him some breakfast, put a little bit of grits, okay? Ham, eggs, and bacon. And he's like, nah, I'm good. He over here feeding damn, Sam some cereal talking about, how you liking that food. In the meantime, Scylla's still mad at him and he trying to understand how the hell she got some undercover, special ops guys that she got working with her and what she really up to, and we still got secrets between the two of them. I'm tired of they daggone story, child, but we just gonna keep on pushing and making it do what it do. Keep on watching and I'ma keep on talking about it, y'all. In the meantime, another thing I don't give a damn about Jason, all right? We think he's the daggone president's son. He looked just like him, but no, he's saying he not him. He Mike Khan takes him over to the highest. The highest is like, okay, let's go ahead and check this out. Dig on into this, take a seat, get comfortable while we see what's really happening here. And of course, technically, allegedly, when it comes to online and to what everybody is supposed to be thinking, Jason is dead. So, we over here like, okay, yeah, cool. You look just like him, but obviously you are not him. In the meantime, the FBI supposedly, okay, another allegedly, is supposed to have Alan working with them. And Dal is still hiding out at his house, child. But I'm like, Dal, you in danger, girl. I wouldn't feel safety. I wouldn't stay there either. I would not trust any daggone body. I would tell nobody where I'm at. I would get rid of that phone, disappear, okay, and make sure that I cannot be traced. He's over here telling Alan, yeah, he got what he asked for. Let's go ahead and get into this episode, y'all. Break it on down, take it from the top. You know how we do. So we pretty much just picked right back up with Jason. We had a lot of back and forth of, no, you are the president's son. You look just like him. And he's saying, yes, I know I look like him, but I'm not him. I get that all the time. Me and my uncle, we was out there in the woods. My bike broke down. One of your men found me. And, I appreciate y'all help. Y'all all have been very kind to me. I'm thankful. All I really need is a phone. And we say we gonna go ahead and bring him into the highest. And the highest is pissed because he like, I'm meditating, all right. And I said, do not disturb. And, he's like, I know, but it was no other choice. I needed to bring you in here, bring him in here. Because this is the president's son we got up in here, okay? I know the president's son where I see him. This is Jason, all right? And so he's like, no, I'm telling you, it's not me. I'm not him. We do look alike. I get that all the time. I mean no harm. I mean no disrespect. I come in peace, all right? But, yeah, I just want to be able to use the phone. And so, of course, they say they're going to go and check, because they say, well, he would have security detail if he was the president's son. He just wouldn't be out here in the woods by himself or whatever, right? And so we want Jason to go ahead and have a seat and find out what the hell is going on, because this is real weird that you just popping up out here by us. So we say we going to go to the finance trailer, okay, check in with that hotspot, get us a little Wi-Fi going, and we going to look it up, and then we going to come back with the info. So he told Jason, sit down, chit-chat with him for a minute, okay. And he's like, wow, Dag, you know what I'm saying? You really do look so much like him or whatever to me, right? the son of the president of the United States. Like, that would really be something. And of course, Jason's still saying he not him. He's saying how he was about to have some breakfast, asking him if he wants some. And he's like, nah, I'm good. I don't want no breakfast. I just want a phone. And he said, well, we would have to take you into town for that, okay? But in the meantime, we just gonna wait and see what Doc Ock gonna tell us when he come back. And Jason is pretty much like, okay, cool, no problem, right? Sure. Now, over here at the White House, child, Donald and Kyle is busting in the room. They trying to check on Hunter. At this point, he not, being responsive, so they getting all shook and scared. Child, Victoria came up out that bathroom and slapped the mess out of him, okay? She was like, he ain't out of it, see? And then Hunter wake up talking about, I feel like I got hit by a truck. What the hell is going on? Did you just slap me? And it's like, yeah, I sure did. And I would do it again, right? And she was like, wait a minute. Don't tell me y'all thought that I had took him out. That's y'all did. Y'all did think that, didn't y'all, right? And he telling Victoria to go to hell, and she like, you the devil, so lead the damn way. And they like, no ma'am, I didn't think that or whatever, right? But we just want to check up on him. We need to get him downstairs, get him back to business as soon as possible or whatever, right? And Child Hunter can't even remember half the stuff that's going on. He don't even remember how the hell he got upstairs in the first damn place. He do know that it was somebody in the bed, and he busy thinking that it was freaking Sam. So at this point, he's asking for Sam, and he's asking for Alonzo, because she tells him like, yeah, I'm sure you do feel like you got ran over by a damn truck when your ass was out here ODing on fentanyl. And he, what? And so she's like, yeah. So, of course, he's like, how the hell did I get fentanyl or whatever the case may be, right? And then it's like, well, I'm the president, because she was saying, yeah, y'all go ahead and y'all keep playing games and dealing with him. In the meantime, I'm going to go downstairs and talk to the president. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm the president. No, you're not. Okay, we done freaking, put Eli in your damn place. Eli is the president right now. And again, what? So it's like, yeah, do you remember any daggone thing? So he keeps looking at Donald every time she says something to check and see if, she's actually telling the truth. And Donald is pretty much in agreement. And he's like, yeah, that's why I'm telling you that we got to hurry up and get you down here. Now, he's like, what's really going on? And she turns the TV on, and we see that it's supposed to be a press conference coming up. The press secretary is supposed to be coming to give some type of updates. And we are hearing them say on TV that he has been, incapacitated. So he like, oh, hell to the no. He keeps telling them he's fine. He could get up. And at one point, Donald tells Kyle to help him up. But he still was having a hard time and just basically fell flat on his damn face, okay, to the side of the freaking bed when they was trying to get him up. And then she was explaining like, yo, you got a damn bag attached to you and your kidneys is all jacked up. They was failing you. We need the doctor to come up here and talk to you and assess you again or whatever the case may be. So even though you may be up and talking and all of that, you still are not ready, and you still don't have your full strength to be able to get downstairs, okay? You can't even walk around. And Donald was like, what? What, are you kidding me? And it's like, no, I'm not. But y'all sit here and keep twiddling y'all thumbs and playing with damn Hunter while, I head on downstairs. So she basically leave and is just so dumb. And of course, Donald's one-track mind, all he thinking about is get Alonzo here. I want to take Alonzo out. He gonna have to die for what he did to me. And Donald keep trying to explain to him like, nah, this is not Alonzo's fault, right? And he's saying how he want to get down to everything. Then he mentions to Donald as well, that, Sam was the one that was up in the bed. And Donald was like, Sam, huh? Because he already know and have a feeling that it was Eli. Now, child, Richard and, Sam over here, speaking of Sam eating on some damn cereal. He talking about some how's your food. He like, man, this is a bowl of cereal. He like, yeah, I know I can't do things like Nancy. He busy just drinking his coffee. Now, not too long after we saying this, and we're also, Sam is talking about how, they do have the bike marks in the last spots where they feel like the area is that Jason was in. So they're going to go ahead and keep looking for him from that point. So he's like, oh, so you're not going into the White House until you think you're going to be able to do that? And he's like, yeah, I will. I was surprised we didn't bring nothing else up about Barry again. But we had Nancy and Scylla come walking in right after that, and it's mad awkward, Sam looking like, he barely want to freaking look her in the damn eyes. And of course, Richard is trying to do everything he can do to avoid looking at freaking Nancy. And they coming in and saying hi, whatever. And Nancy's like, touching his shoulder, and he's moving away from her and looking down, and he's basically saying he needs to go. He had told Sam, like, I'll talk to you later, and Sam had walked out the house first, and then you just had him, Scylla and, Nancy there, and Nancy saying, oh no, look at this mess, and you need a real breakfast. I got to get in that kitchen and cook it up for you. And he like, nah, I'm good. And she's like, what's going on? What happened? What's wrong? Why you looking like that? Nothing ain't wrong. Everything's all right. It ain't no problem or whatever. And she's like, no, are you mad at me? She was like, what happened or whatever? I'm confused. I don't understand. She said, Scylla did tell me that I was out of it or whatever, and I'm sorry for that. And he's like saying, okay. But at the same time, it's obvious as hell that, you're upset and you are mad, but you steadily trying to say that you're not or whatever. And then it's just basically like, nah, I got to get out of here. I got to go to work. I can't stay here. And he just walks out. And so then she's looking at Scylla and she's like, whoa. And Scylla was like, yeah, that was a lot, right? And she's like, yeah, to see the damn lease, like that was freaking crazy or whatever the case may be, right? And so she's like, I don't understand what's going on here. And then Scylla's just like, it's okay and don't worry about it. I got to go ahead and go to work too, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to leave you. But if you need anything from me, call me. I said, well, whatever happened with Richard saying he had a cousin he was going to call to stay there? Because in the meantime, Nancy still was supposed to need somebody to be there with her. But we all saying we got to go to work, and we all just still leaving her there and telling her to call if she needs somebody. So I'm like, okay, child, if you don't be quiet. She want to talk too. She said, listen, they bull crapping around in this episode, yeah. See, yeah, they bull crapping, mama. So, child, she go ahead to, they all go ahead to leave, and Nancy just there by herself to clean up this damn bowl and cup that they done left behind. So, moving on from there, when Richard get outside, Scylla trying to talk to him, and he like, nah, I ain't trying to talk. I don't want to hear nothing. You better not tell me nothing about it being a long damn time. Like, in other words, how can you be a hypocrite when you don't want to forgive Sam, but you ready to be in my business and talk to me about forgiving damn Nancy or saying that she didn't mean it or something along them lines? So Scylla like, I get it. I got you. I'm not going to say nothing. And he get in his truck and he go driving off. So now at this point, it's just her and Sam left there. And he come walking up to her and she's like, I know you ain't trying to walk over here and talk to me. And he's like, yo, what was that really about? Of course, at first he's still saying, baby, please, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I really do mean it with all my heart. Then he starts to be like, well, what's really going on? Because I could tell from the way those guys were standing, I could tell from the shoes and stuff like that they had on and all of that these was like some special ops guys. This wasn't no just regular people that was coming up in there. And how the hell did you get them to come to your house? He was saying that he really wanted to go back to the house, and she's like, yeah, you can, but you're going to have some people waiting there for you when you get there. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure that they will be there, whatever, right? And so he's like, I'm just peeping a lot of things, and I know that there's more going on than what meets the eye. And she's like, well, good, I'm glad you do. Okay, and what you need to also know is that if you don't move the hell up out my way, my ass was going to run you over with this damn car. So, of course, he went ahead and moved out the way, and she basically was like, I'm really tired of Scylla and Sam, to be honest with y'all. Okay, I ain't going to tell y'all no lie. All right. So then, moving on from there, we basically had, just they all done drove off. So Sam like, let me go ahead about my business and do what the hell I got to do too. Because they just was basically left on the side of the damn, street looking like a damn fool. Richard done left ahead, to go ahead where he got to go. And so when we get over to, the White House, being as though, they was both outside, Max and Bobby was outside in the hallway, of course, in front of where the vice president is. And they talking, and Scylla come walking up asking Bobby how he doing, making small talk, saying, can she talk to him? He like, nah, not right now. I'm, guarding the vice president. He's actually been sworn in as president now. And she's like, yeah, I heard about that. And she's like, no, I didn't mean right this minute. I meant when you get a break. And so he like, sure. So she telling him she'll text him, and then she's saying hi to Max too. And he's like, hey, how you doing? So when she walking away, he's saying to Bobby, like, you still don't get it. You still gonna play with fire, huh? Bobby talking about, yeah, I sure am. Payback is a bitch, okay? Last thing you should have been doing is coming at me if you was trying to get me to back off. So he over here telling him, calling Bobby Mr. Boo Boo, and he was like, it's Bobby, baby, you don't call me nothing else other than that. So now, Victoria get her behind down there, and she over here like, is he in? And then they told her, yeah. And she's like, okay, can I go in there, or y'all just gonna stand here looking in my damn face? And they like, sure. Open up the door for her to go in. So he tells Bobby, this is the perfect time, go now, go now, go now. In other words, for him to go look for the, vice president's wife. So now when Victoria get in there with Eli, oh, you look so good. You so sexy in that dress, And she, oh, God, stop saying that. You're making me blush. And he's like, no, it's true. You looking wonderful. How's everything going? How's our plan making out? Oh, it's just great. I was so, she's like, why your face look like that? And he was like, nervous about damn Hunter. And she like, man, he good. He can't come down. You ain't got to worry about him. And he didn't know it was you. She cracking up over that. And he's like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah, he don't know nothing. Okay. So he was like, all right, good. So he basically then was saying like, all right, what's our next steps or whatever? Are you going to go talk to the doctor? And she's like, I thought you did. And he's like, no, I thought it would be better coming from you. And her bright idea is to say that he took some cholesterol medication and some type of allergy medication, and it gave him a bad reaction to it. I'm like, really? That's what they gonna believe? Okay, I guess if y'all say so, right? And so she was busy asking him for a kiss, but he was like, whoa, slow down. Like, you doing too much, and I think we've been going too fast, and we've been a little too extra. We need to calm it down, pull it back a little bit, and not, be too out in the open with all this different kind of stuff. We don't want to take no chances. We don't want to get caught. So she's like, you right. I know. I agree. So she asked him what he gonna do about his wife, and he like, oh, I'm gonna go down there and talk to her. She's like, you sure you can handle this? She was like, are you gonna let her out? Okay. And he was like, I have to go talk to her, and I'm eventually have to let her out. We can't keep her locked up forever. Of course she don't agree with this, and she's asking, are you really gonna be able to convince her? And he's like, yeah. He was like, all I gotta tell her is there's no way in the world that I would ever want anything with you, and that we would ever do anything. And she like, whoa, well, we both know that's a lie. Yeah, we do know that it's a lie, but I'm gonna sell it, and then I'm gonna make it do what it do and make it work for her. So we say we're gonna go and handle the press situation first before we go down to her or whatever, right? And we gonna wait a little bit minute. Okay, she could go ahead of him, because he want to, kind of make the press wait and let it have the build up before he make his grand entrance. And she like, oh, I like that. Now getting back to, our kisses or whatever, right? I said, child, y'all a hot damn mess. I can't wait for y'all to freaking get caught. I'm so serious. So nonetheless, I was hoping somebody was gonna walk on in them when they was kissing, but of course they didn't. Now by this time, Daikon does come back and give the update and was like, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. This definitely isn't him. Okay, when I looked it up, it actually says that the president's son died. It's like, damn, well, he looks so much like him. Now in the meantime, of course, he been using this damn name Mike, so they tell him, okay, Mike, you could go ahead and go, or you could stay with us, or you are always welcome to come back anytime if you want to. Jason playing it off real good. He over here talking about some, yeah, okay, sure, I would love to come back one day, but I can't stay now because, basically I was with my uncle when we got separated and my bike broke down, and he's still gonna be looking for me, so I gotta go see what's up with him. But y'all have all been so nice to me and so kind to me. I really appreciate it. Even Daikon has been very nice to me too, and then they saying how they can always use someone like him, and they like, oh yeah, he's a good looking dude or whatever. And Jason's just like, I'm appreciated, but I got to go. And oh, you so cute. And Jason like, okay, if you say so, isn't he? Yes, he is, sir. He definitely cute. So he's basically like, well, take him to town where he could go and use the phone or whatever. But he was like, oh, we don't have to do that. And, the highest is like, why is that? He was like, because we actually already fixed his bike up for him. And he's like, oh, really? So he's like, okay, that's even better. So they, when he come out, is basically saying, yeah, he gonna go ahead and leave. He not staying. He appreciate the offer. If he do feel like he could come back again, he will. He over here, peace out, okay, to the highest or whatever. And he goes out to the bike like, I can't believe that they, fixed it. And he's just basically saying thank you again. And he go ahead and get on that bike, child. For a minute there, I ain't gonna lie, I thought maybe the damn bike was gonna blow up. I still didn't know where we was going with this. And it didn't really look like Jason even knew how to damn ride the bike like that. It was so awkward when he was first getting on to, go ahead and take off. But they had told him to just keep going straight down the road or whatever. And he was going to hit a left, and then he was going to see, either which way to go direction for the town or the highway or whatever, right? So Jason is up out of here. We just was letting him go out, the doors, the gates, whatever, open. And we actually like, yo, I'm surprised that, the highest is even letting him go. And Zycon is like, yeah, well, at the end of the day, the highest is the one that chooses who gets to stay and who gets to go. And in this case, he said that it was okay for him to go. And that's that on that. Like, we don't question him, right? So Jason on his damn way. What he supposed to be trying to do now, only God knows, right? To be honest, I really don't give a damn unless it's going to be something where he going to get ready to blow up all these people's spots sooner rather than later, because if not, what's the point of him being around still? Then we had Dell call up, Alan called Dell to see if he actually did get to his apartment and was able to get the stuff. And he's saying that, this is the FBI. He don't know exactly where he at. He in this room. He can't go into everything right now. But he was like, if everything they saying is true, then they probably could be a help to us. And Zell is trying to tell him like, yeah, well, I done got into some dangerous, shit myself. And he's like, they may not be able to help me. Alan over here talking about something. Would you stop talking about you and the stuff that you dealing with or whatever? You ain't got no bigger issues than me. And Zell is over here like, listen, you don't even know all the damn issues that I'm having or whatever the case may be, right? Because Alan at one point was like, I'm the one with the problem, you're not. And it's like, look, just stay at my place. Nobody knows you there. And you're going to be okay. And he was like, well, obviously, if you calling me on the phone and saying it, somebody can know. And then he going to talk about some sorry, I'm just being paranoid. No, actually, Dale, I'm right there with you. At this point, I wouldn't trust nobody. We done had people dealing with the president, FBI, CIA, and all this different type of government things, coats and everything else in the mix. So I wouldn't be trusting nothing either. Now, we get to the press conference and the press secretary was being, asked questions, but Victoria come walking out before, she could even get into anything and was saying that she'll answer any of the questions. Child, she really came with that phony baloney story of, I know y'all think that he was incapacitated, but that's not true. What did happen was, he is awake and alert. He's good, but he just had a reaction to his medications. She gonna talk about she laid up the medications in one place and he took them, but then he also took too much in his office, so accidentally, that's what kind of wiped him out for a minute and had a, impact on him or whatever the case may be. And it was a terrible mistake. So she was like, he's fine and he's alert now. We have great, amazing doctors that was able to get to him quick, fast, and in a hurry and do a great job with him. And we just want to basically, hold him down and make sure that he's okay. He did want to come down, but we're making him rest. And so they were still trying to ask her other questions. And she was saying that, of course, Eli's just president temporarily while they, take precautions. So now Eli come walking up and he's just basically like, yeah, I want to reiterate what she already said, thank you, First Lady. He was like, that's what we basically got going on. And the most important thing is the country or whatever. He is up and alert. I just checked on him and saw him a little while ago. I said from under the damn covers, Eli. So of course, you got reporters trying to ask him different questions and everything they asking. He's just basically saying, ask the doctor, ask the doctor. The doctor's going to be able to go into more things as far as his medical things go. And then they're like, well, not too long ago, you were standing here accusing him of things. Now y'all all cool. And he like, yeah, actually, we are good as far as we go. And those things that I accused him of was a big mistake. That was not true. And I've already made myself clear on that. So pretty much it was just all bull crap, and for whatever reason, child, these people fell for the okie doke in like 2.5 seconds. Now, when we get back over, we have him actually telling, Victoria, as they're leaving out of there, like, okay, now I'm gonna go down and talk to my wife or whatever. And she's like, yeah, you do that. Are you sure you doing the right thing? And he like, yeah, Max is still following behind him, and he tells Max, stand here for a minute, that he gotta go down to the presidential bunker. Now, I said, Bobby, you was going all that time and you still ain't freaking make it there, because he calling Bobby on the radio to give him the heads up and say, man coming down, okay, you need to get your behind up out of there. And we just seeing Bobby hitting there and saying he want to go in, he need to check everything because Eli's the president now. And old guard is telling him that the chief of staff is the one that told him that nobody can go in there. He was like, the president is your boss now. He's over the chief of staff. So if I need to look in there, you telling me no? And he's like, yeah, I was told that you can't go in there. So he like, okay. So the next thing you know, Bobby gets on the mic too and was like, he's refusing me to let me in. He's like, oh, you coming down yourself? Oh, okay, cool. Which Eli really is coming down. So it would make it look like it's basically, all in one, that he was the one that sent him down there. Now he's coming down to check it out. And it's like, are you going to tell him no? So when he's like, well, what happened? What did he say? He was like, oh, no, you go ahead and deal with him yourself. He on his way down. And Bobby walked away. And I'm like, good, because of course Max had told him that Bobby was outside checking the motorcade. So it would have been like, if he would have came down there and saw him there, he would have been like, what the hell you doing down there? Now in the meantime, we get back to Hunt in the bed. Donald and them is still trying to talk to him. Well, actually, Kyle is supposedly standing outside the door, and it's just Donald. And we still kind of trying to let him know, like, all right, we trying to get things together, and we trying to get you out there as fast as you can so that Eli can't take over and we can't have no other stuff. And Donald is still saying how this happened. And he was like, I have a bag attached to my kidneys or whatever. So he's saying get the doctor up here and just let him get him something quick to make him be able to get out there right now. And he's like, first of all, you need to calm down, because he's still saying get Alonzo here, get Sam here, whatever. And he's like, because of the situation with your kidneys, we can't just give you anything. And he's like, you mean to tell me I can't even do no cocoa? And it's like, no, sir, you can't do that either. He like, but I'm the president. He said, yeah, you may be the president, but you still human, and we can't take no chances where that's concerned. So he's still trying to tell him, like, no, it's more to the story than this, and it's not just about Alonzo. And he's like, get Kyle in here, because obviously you going to keep trying to tell me what the hell is what, and I'm telling you what I want done. So, of course, he calls Kyle in, and Kyle is saying, where's Alonzo? And they both have said, like 2-3 times at this point, that Alonzo's supposedly on his way upstairs. And he like, well, make him get up here faster, run, okay, I want to see him right now. So he's saying he want him taken out, he don't want him around no more. And Donald was telling him, no, you can't just do that or whatever. And he was like, yes, I can. I'm the president of the United States, I can do whatever the hell I want to do. Y'all already know how freaking Donald is, Hunter is rather. And so Alonzo, poor thing, child, he coming in there looking all freaking clueless and scared, okay? Yes, sir. And, Hunter just keeps asking Kyle to give him his gun over and over and over. And Donald was basically telling him, don't give him the gun. And then he's saying, I'm going to shoot both of y'all. I'm going to take both of y'all if you don't give it to me. So, of course, he passes damn Hunter the damn piece. And, Donald was still trying to tell Alonzo to shut up and tell Hunter don't do anything. Child, Hunter, you already know. He done shot freaking Alonzo about 4 times. Alonzo go flying across the room. Hopefully he got on a vest. I don't know. But Donald was like, nah, you getting the hell up out of here. You done gave me some bad stuff to make me OD. And that was basically how the episode went off, you guys. Child, what did y'all think about this episode? Put it in the comments. Let me know. This was not one of my favorites. It was alright, but I'm trying to see where we gonna go with this whole Alice situation, because we know that these agents is gonna be wanting some type of help again with what they feel like they know what's going on in the White House. Will Bobby and Max be able to get down to the First Lady, and will they be able to really let her know what's going on and be some type of help to her in any way, shape, fashion, fortune? We don't know, because it looks like Eli's just gonna still be filling her head up with lies, and at this point I don't think I have have that much faith in Simone as I used to. And where are we going with the whole thing with Zell and everything else? Put it in the comments. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. Any predictions that you have, all that good stuff. Anything that I left out, put that in the comments. Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you are so inclined, y'all. Okay, till next time. Toodaloo.